Hello everyone, and welcome to my 12th video. Well, technically it's the 13th, but episode 12 of the Kantai Collection video tutorial series. And this one is on 3-2A farming, and if you don't know what 3-2A farming is it's farming level World 3, level 2, and the first node. And the reason why farming this node is so good is because it provides like a ridiculous amount of EXP. Now there's a lot of ways to farm the level. Okay, mainly is the main way is you wanna just have as many how do I say it, pre-battle actions as possible. So here I have 2 carriers with max torpedo bombers, a torpedo cruiser who will launch a torpedo, and a submarine who will also launch a submarine or torpedo. But this is also needed for other reasons. But yeah, you'll need a submarine, and you'll need a lot of pre-battle actions, which are just torpedo bombers and torpedo cruisers. And yeah. So anyway, main setup is you want to have at least 3 ships, or maybe 4, that have pre-battle actions. So here I have 2 carriers, 1 light, 1 main, because light uses less, how do I say it, less resources? Yes, that's right. Saryu also uses like the least amount of resources compared to other carriers, so I use Saryu a lot. Oi is a torpedo cruiser who will torpedo them just like a submarine before the battle, which is helpful. And this battleship will give my ships second attacks. I really don't need to bring a battleship. In fact, I could bring another carrier with torpedo bombers or another torpedo cruiser if I had one, but I don't. But yeah, so I just put a battleship in there because I kind of want to level Congo anyway. And then you have a submarine, and this submarine will be tanking all the damage. Like all the units in 3-2A are forced to attack submarines because I believe they're light cruisers or something, and the AI is just like, you know, they will always attack submarines, just like your destroyers and light cruisers will always attack enemy submarines. So yeah, and of course you want the ship that you're leveling is your flagship. Here I'm leveling Kiso to become a torpedo cruiser so she can replace Congo, which is kind of, I don't know. Oh, sorry about this. This is really bad timing on my part. So yeah, just basically, you know, if you don't have a torpedo cruiser, bring more carriers with torpedo bombers. If you don't have a torpedo bombers, then you're shit out of luck. But yeah, you could theoretically bring like 4 carriers with torpedo bombers and be able to do this. So anyway, 3-2A. You always get sent to this node just because you need 6 destroyers to be sent to the boss node. So don't worry about it. And you want to go line ahead for maximum damage. And the general goal is hopefully you get the 5 ship spawn and you just clear them out before it gets to the shelling phase. Oh, and you lose 1 plane every time for, I don't know, reasons. So I didn't get lucky. I got the 6 shut-ups. But they're always going to be forced to attack my submarine, so it's all good. Took out 3 in opening wave, that's acceptable. 4 in opening wave, which is really good, and these ones will just attack my submarine. 5 in the opening wave, okay. They attack my submarine, and you know, like the submarine's really cheap to repair and fast as well. So you wanna, you know, if you get any extra Goyas, right? You wanna be keeping her, just so you can replace her while the other ones are repairing. This is not actually my main Goya. My main Goya is actually level 50 something, and it takes like 30 minutes to repair from critical. And I believe if you do kill all of them in the opening wave, your flagship will get MVP. So, but I didn't. So for obvious reasons, Congo got the MVP. Anyway, so always leave, because it's 3-2A farming. It's not 3-2B farming or 3-2C farming. The other node that you continue on to is very hard. Sometimes you might accidentally just like continue on to it and fight it, but don't worry about it. Okay, just try it. Make sure to retreat. So usually you can go twice, before fatigue will get you. So if you look, 4 of my ships are actually slightly fatigued, but it's all good because fatigue doesn't attack your opening salvo, I believe, except for maybe torpedo cruisers. But you can keep going even though you're at 0. Some people say that if you're at 0 fatigue, right, red, like critically red, you can lose your ships. I kind of don't believe that. So you know, if you do believe that, you know, you don't want to work your girls like a slaver, then don't go when they're at 0 fatigue, right? So this is actually a lucky spawn because there's only 5 ships and they're majority of them are really weak. And now the shelling phase is really bad because the submarine obviously has less evasion and all my other ships have less accuracy. So maybe I will swap out Congo for another carrier with torpedo bombers. Oh yeah, this is a really great way of farming battleships, and 35 point 6 CM guns. I had to think about that for a sec. So yeah, anyway, once your submarine's critically injured, you want to swap her out. You know, see, I have a level 1 here that I haven't used yet, and I have a level 55 here, so I'll just use the 55. And you know, you can swap out some of these ship girls too. I think I'm gonna swap out her for another carrier with torpedo bombers, and then, you know, I'm just gonna keep going. The reason why I don't want to use Akagi because she chews through like bauxite, like, and resources really fast. So I have her set up for 2-4 boss node right now, so I'm just gonna change that, put all the torpedo bombers on, and we're good to go. So hopefully at this point, you know, I really don't want to get to the shelling phase because the only person who can do damage is Kiso at this point. And Oi, but they're not going to hit shit because, pardon the language, because they're fatigued. Oh boy. Alright, this is really bad. So I guess fatigue affects the opening salvo now. So yeah, you don't want to work your girls like slavers, like I am right now. But like, I mean, if I had more torpedo cruisers, it would be much better. But unfortunately, I only have 1, and I have to level Kiso. But still, like, the new ships I brought in are actually carrying the weight. And wow, I didn't actually get hit except for 2 damage or 1 damage. So yeah, you can work your girls like slavers, but you know, it's a high risk to do so. But the gain is, you know, is moderately well for your risk. So MVP get bonus XP. Soryu obviously gets MVP all the time because I don't clear it before the opening salvo. But yeah, that's how you farm 328, guys. And I'm sorry for the drawn out video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and leave comments. And this is a great way to farm battleships as well. As you can see, I just got 2 battleships this run. So see you later, guys.